Hello, welcome to Small Engine Technology. I'm Mr. Young.
Hello, Mr. Young. What skills are essential for students looking to excel in your program?
Well, students need to come in here with a positive attitude. They're willing to put some effort and work into learning and building their knowledge in small engines.
What are some of the technical skills that students learn in your program?
Always start out very basic. Follow me, I'll show you some of the projects that we do. So I laid out some projects here. Our students learn the basics: hand tools, power tools, shop safety, measuring. So one of the first projects they do is a two-stroke cutaway. They learn what makes an engine like this tick. This is a weed whacker engine. These are chainsaw, weed whacker, leaf blower. They take this engine completely apart, strip it down, study the parts, name the parts, and design their own cutaway, and we use it to teach the next generation year after year after year. Once they finish this, they move on to the four-stroke project. This is a little more difficult, a few more parts. They tear this engine down, they measure all the parts, they put it back together, and it has to run when it's done.
How does your program give students a competitive advantage?
Well, we run this shop like a business. We're considered a production shop, which means some of the equipment that you see here belongs to actual customers. So my students do the repair orders, they look up the parts, they actually do the repair, they make the bill, sometimes they even call the customer.
What are some potential career pathways for your students?
Well, my students obviously can stick with small engines, which is marine, power sports, power equipment, but they can also go into auto, diesel, heavy equipment, welding, you name it.
Do your students typically go right into the workforce, or do they continue their education?
I would say the majority can go right into the workforce. As a matter of fact, they can go into the workforce while they're a student with me in their junior and senior year through our cooperative education program. That gives them a big advantage in the industry, and many of those businesses will send those students off to factory training if they stick it out.
So what is the biggest misconception about your program?
Biggest misconception. Small engines is small, and that is so wrong. Small engines is big. We don't just work on small engines, we work on go-karts, big Harley Davidsons, ATVs. Matter of fact, let me show you over here. We even work on motorcycle engines on a stand here. This is a CB350 we're building. And this is pretty big. This is an aviation engine.
So what is the coolest piece of equipment in your shop?
Well, we have a lot of toys, as you can see, but probably the best one, which we just passed here, was this 2016 Harley Davidson. This is a special edition, but what's really cool about this is how we got it. 2 years ago, one of my students competed in Skills USA. He went all the way to the national level, and he won this bike for the class. So this is probably our coolest tool right here.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by.